Hello, my name is Devin Droth, and along with Christopher Mayu and Evan Boatwright, we were responsible for the remotely controlled airsoft turret. In this video demonstration, we're going to give you a brief overview of what the project was. We can go over some of the technologies used and the components used in order to accomplish the turret, as well as in the end we can show you an actual video of us controlling the turret using an Android device. So the objective of this project was to create a remotely controlled airsoft turret that would feed video and audio from a webcam back to the user's mobile phone, which would then allow the user to control the turret and see everything that's going on. This allowed us to learn a lot of very valuable computer networking skills and technologies such as UV4L and WebRTC, which is used for the video stream. We do have a physical diagram over here which I can go over. We have three main components: the Android app, the Raspberry Pi, and then the turret controller, which is an Arduino. The Raspberry Pi is going to be handling all communication from the user to the turret, and that's what's going to be handling all the network commands that are sent over WebSocket, as well as the webcam, which is going to be sent back to the user's phone via UV4L and WebRTC. The webcam is attached via the USB, and then the Bluetooth speakers are obviously attached via Bluetooth. Once the user sends a command to the Raspberry Pi will then send the command to the turret controller, which is responsible for all control, movements, and everything of the actual turret, as well as button commands such as turning the mute on and off, safety, and such. So here's our context diagram, and this gives you a better understanding of exactly what is happening communication-wise. So we have the Android app, which communicates with the user, and that's the only user interface that the user will be handling or interacting with. And that Android app is then connected via internet to our Raspberry Pi software, which handles all of our network communication, as well as the servers in order to stream the video and audio back to the user. That is then connected via USB to our Arduino, which is our fire control system. Once the Raspberry Pi receives a command from the Android app, it will then send it back to the fire control system, which then in turn runs that command, whether it be to move the turret, turn the laser on and off, safety button, turn the speakers on and off, and so forth. All of them are written in different languages. Arduino we have set in C++. Our Raspberry Pi is primarily Python 3, and then our Android app was written in Kotlin. We also have several just convenience scripts just to make life easier. We have an installer script to be able to install our dependencies very easily, as well as a startup one just to run some startup commands, as well as our audio and video configuration file. That way we can have the best possible latency as well as resolution for the video. Next, we're actually going to show you a video demonstration of Chris controlling the turret with his Android phone and show you how that works. So we'll cut right to that.
Alright, so this is the new and improved Terror Turret. It's a Raspberry Pi, which is receiving commands from an Android phone and connected to an Arduino on the turret itself. The Arduino controls the motions of the turret to aim and fire it. The Raspberry Pi receives signals from the phone, and then the app has a video stream from this camera on top. And so the user can remotely connect over the internet to the gun, wherever it's at, and control viewing video and aim the gun and fire it. And newly this semester we've added remote audio, so now I can relay my voice from my phone to these speakers connected to the turret. And I can also receive microphone audio from the camera to listen in on whoever I'm attacking. Alright, so to connect to the app, we just enter in the IP and the ports. It's got password authentication as well. Takes a second to connect. So now you can see we've got a video feed. We can aim the gun. Get a little bit of feedback. Mute that. Another feature we've added now is we can mute the remote audio and or the local audio. You can see the icons up there. So, again, I can aim the gun. When I disengage the safety, you see the laser. It's not perfectly aimed right now, but that's just a minor hardware tweak we need to make. And we can aim it around, and we can fire the gun. not loaded at the moment, but you can see when we turn off the safety, the reticle goes away. You can see the resolution and the latency are the resolution is pretty high and the latency is pretty low, and that's just because we chose a very sophisticated way to stream this rather than traditional video server. We use peer-to-peer video streaming. So